What you're viewing right now is a 2024 BC8 double wall roaster with a black body and a purple raindrop housing. We've already done videos on the BC15 and 25 that show the new features of the 2023s, and there's just a couple of additional features added on the 2024. Otherwise, they're basically the same, and we'll show that in a little bit. But we wanted to show a couple of key things. We're going to do a couple of videos. We're going to do a video where we just show you how to control the airflow, because there has been the new hot air volume control button that is controlled electronically, plus the manual damper, which you control by turning the knob, and you can choose which one you want to use. I just want to mention real quickly, especially for beginning roasters, we recommend that you turn the hot air volume up 100% and completely control the airflow by the manual damper. And generally when you're starting a roaster, you're starting it with very little airflow, maybe even down to 1. And then as you're going through, after you've charged the beans, as you're going through the drying phase, you might have it at 2 or 3. During the mallard or the browning phase from 320 degrees to first crack, you may have it 4 or 5, and then you may even turn it up as high as 6 or 7 during the roasting phase from first crack until you drop the beans in the cooling tray. Now that's just a general rule. In some circumstances, and depending on your venting, it's a real short vent, you may even go lower than that on your airflow. But what we don't recommend is that you adjust this and also adjust the airflow, because now it gets to where it's very complicated and you may not even be having hardly any airflow going through the roaster. The other way that we recommend it, and this may be for a little bit more experienced roasters, is to go ahead and bypass using the manual dial damper by turning it all the way up to 10 and then controlling the airflow exclusively through the hot air adjustment. And you'll get used to, based on how your setup is and your venting, you may start it out at 20 or 30 on your airflow and bump it up to, during the mallard phase, 40 or 50 and higher as you go into the roasting phase. But generally, starting off, we recommend using the manual dial damper until you get used to the hot air volume. And unless you're a really experienced roastmaster and also very experienced on this particular roaster, the BC roasters, we don't recommend that you modify the hot air down and then this down and try to balance it all out. That would be for someone who's really experienced in controlling the airflow. So use one or the other. Choose to use the hot air volume electronic method or the manual dial damper. Both work great if you know what you're doing.